Tautauntawanan Atea, Ho Tiana Cachini Lechina, Hom Anna Diwa Gekili Quadean Anshekwa Awanchale. Greetings, how are you all doing today? My name is Tiana Cachini. My clans are Eagle and Child of the Bear Clan. I come to you from the Pueblo of Zuni, located in western New Mexico, near the New Mexico-Arizona border. It is important to note that while this boundary defines the present-day Pueblo of Zuni, our oral history extends far beyond it, tracing the Zuni homelands throughout the entire Southwest region. I am here representing Conservation Legacy and the Ancestral Lands Conservation Corps. This year, I have the honor of standing alongside two incredible individuals to accept this year's 2026 Corpsmember of the Year award. I spent much of my childhood on the Zuni Reservation, surrounded by history, culture, and tradition. Zuni is one of the 19 pueblos of New Mexico and is one of the larger pueblos. When viewed on a map, Zuni, or Shiwina in the Zuni language, appears as a mere speck, easily overlooked by those unfamiliar with its significance. While I recognize the importance of my home, it wasn't until I relocated from Shiwina to the much larger city of Albuquerque, New Mexico, that I truly began to connect with my roots. As the largest city in New Mexico, Albuquerque is surrounded by the other 18 pueblos of New Mexico, so I assumed the transition wouldn't be too drastic. However, experiencing culture shock was overwhelming for me as a young Indigenous girl. I was overwhelmed with questions, subjected to stereotypes, and faced racism. During this challenging time, I embraced my culture through dancing, singing, and praying, which helped me appreciate my identity and my heritage. After graduating high school in 2017, I returned to Shiwina to focus on learning more of my language to reconnect. Fun fact, the Zuni language is classified as a language isolate, meaning it has no genetic relation to any other language worldwide. This unique characteristic makes learning the language challenging, yet it also deepens its significance and motivates my drive to learn more. During the COVID-19 pandemic, I started to explore the outdoors more and discovered my passion for conservation. My first encounter with the Ancestral Lands Conservation Corps and Conservation Legacy was when my brother became a crew member with the ALCC. I would often hear him talk of his experience working for ALCC at locations deeply rooted in Zuni's oral history. In 2024, I was selected as the Indigenous Mapping and Research Intern for Canyons of the Ancients National Monument and the Old Spanish National Historic Trail through Ancestral Lands Conservation Corps' Individual Placement Program. Yes, it took me quite a while to memorize the full title. Upon starting this role, I set a goal to trace not only my people's history through these significant places, but also the histories of the 26 tribes and pueblos connected to Canyons of the Ancients and Old Spanish Trail. Much of my time was dedicated to researching the communities that consider these areas their ancestral homelands. One key takeaway that connected us all is the understanding that these locations are not merely remnants of our past, they are vibrant parts of our histories. These sites hold an essential role in our journeys to our present-day homes. It was through my research of the Indigenous people that led me to dive further into my own people's connection to these sites. The concept of a story map emerged during my first visit to Canyons of the Ancients National Monument. As I entered my first site within the monument, I was overwhelmed with emotion. In Zuni culture, we always begin our visit with a greeting, to show respect for those who once inhabited the dwellings and to signify that we approach peacefully, believing that their spirits remain present. Surrounded by the dwellings and petroglyphs, I felt a deep sense of welcome and recognized my desire to share my Zuni perspective through this platform. I want to express my gratitude to the Zuni Cultural Resource Advisory Team, particularly Octavia Siautiwa and Gerald Hui Sr. These two individuals accompanied me to the monument and along the trail, providing valuable cultural insight to the sites we encountered. Their knowledge enriched my understanding of the area and the history of the Zuni people. I would like to thank my parents, specifically my father, Troy Cachini, for instilling in me the importance of embracing my culture and language. Spending time at the monument with him allowed me to gain insights from his perspective as well. I extend my appreciation to the Zuni Royalty Organization, especially the 2024-2025 Zuni Royalty title holders, Kylie Gia, Caitlin Nadachu, Trevor Shack, and Sydney Pekatiwa. These young leaders shared their perspectives on the significance of maintaining connections to our ancestral homelands and what it means to them as young Indigenous individuals. I would like to sincerely thank Amala Posey Monk, the Supervisory Park Ranger and Visitor Services and Recreation Program Manager at the Canyons of the Ancients National Monument. Amala, your support made it possible for me to bring my project to life as I envisioned it. I am truly grateful for your understanding and respect for the Indigenous people who consider this land their home. Additionally, I want to express my gratitude to my husband, Enric Talati. His encouragement to explore our people's history ignited my passion, and I can't thank him enough for the wealth of knowledge he has shared not just with me, but with everyone around him. I'm excited to raise our daughter with the same love for protecting our Mother Earth as we share. I would like to thank Ancestral Lands Conservation Corps, Conservation Legacy, Chewiawa Museum and Heritage Center, Bureau of Land Management, Native Lands National Trails, and Partnership for the National Trail System, who made this internship possible. This experience working in conservation allowed me to lead and make an impact in my community. I collaborated with the Zuni Cultural Resource Advisory Team and the Zuni Royalty Organization to develop my mapping project that focused on preserving our Zuni cultural ties to the Canyons of the Ancients National Monument and Old Spanish National Historic Trail. The project also focused on emphasizing the importance of visiting these sites with respect. This journey not only strengthened my leadership skills, but also deepened my connection to the community and the land we cherish. Together, we achieved our end goal, which was creating a story map that could be utilized to help teach both the Zuni community members and also non-Zunis about the connection to these sacred sites. Initiatives such as the internship that I was a part of are a great way that the Corps can empower young people like myself to be able to take an active role in conservation and community partnerships. By providing platforms like these, sharing and showcasing the innovative ideas of my peers, it raises the visibility of the groundwork that my generation is laying for future generations to carry and continue. Elakwa. Thank you.